If your brother meets his end.
Hello, my name's Fox, right? So again, I'm Fox. Disney made it easy for me this time because they actually uploaded the full episode of the White Christmas and Perfect Day on the YouTube channel. So that's fun. But this is Christmas and the Ghost and Molly Mcgee, which I probably just need to repeat. Let's see, is it this part? That'll come back. But these are the Christmas episodes where it's White Christmas, which honestly, like watching this one, it's kind of like I was like obviously I'm a little late. If I would have known it would have been on here too, I probably would have watched it a lot quicker. But pretty much they're having Christmas. Lucy.
Well, it's for the annual Christmas Mcgee and Hapification Project.
Which I also love how it says annual, meaning like this is probably something that's happened multiple times. And we know, like, they've been here for at least a year, maybe two at this point, because there was a not Christmas, but a snow episode last time.
Is this a thing you told me about before? Because this feels brand new, but it's possible I was just not paying attention.
But also, now that I think about it, that's actually a call. That's actually setup, I guess. Because pretty much what this is they're having this thing for the senior center where they're gonna make it a Christmas wonderland, and Molly's make sure it's all prepared. Well, they're setting everything up. It's gonna snow, supposedly 100% chance. Which also I found out that if it says like, I don't know if it actually for snow was, I think it might be similar. But if it says like 10% chance of snow, it doesn't mean, or 10% chance of rain. It doesn't mean that, oh, there's a 10% chance it's going to rain. There's 100% chance it's going to rain. It's a 10%. The 10% is only in the area that you're in. Only 10% of it will get hit with rain, which is really funny because when I was doing DoorDash, I remember looking at the weather thing, and it said like, oh yeah, only like 10% of the area is going to get hit with rain. I somehow drove into that 10%. It was really, I was like, I drove in and then out of that 10%. I'm like, huh. And like, it was a lot of rain in that one specific area.
Legally legit business connections for the best gifts I can get.
Yep. Mom and I have your gifts all wrapped and ready. And
yeah, these two are saying that they're not going to get each other gifts because everyone else. Scratch hasn't bought a gift, so he's trying pizza. Wait, this will get a pizza pie. Even though Disney owns that, also Switch, Godzilla. But yeah, he's apparently pulling every connection he can to get his family gifts. Again, they're setting up the whole Brian thing, and the percentage of snow is slowly going down.
90% chance of snow. That's still an A. I'm gonna grab more.
Scratch is trying to figure out from everyone, like, what gift can he get for Molly, and ask Jeff, and then also, like I said, callback. Also, I do love Jeff's gifts here.
Merry Christmas.
wow, thanks, friend.
You'll take anything. Also, he literally says at one point, let's see, is it around here?
Wes, you already got me a real gift.
Your gift?
And I'm going to...
Available? Well,
Wait a minute.
Okay, clearly no one's going to help me here. I'm poofing out.
First, it means a lot that you came to me with your problem. And I'm going to consider this my Christmas gift. Wes, you
Not
already
that
got
part.
me a real gift.
Your gift? Merry Christmas.
Wow, thanks, friend. Now, you spent a lot of time with Molly. Has she mentioned wanting anything?
Well, first off, like the whole bit where he said, like, it's something I feel like I should have remembered, or I was told.
Then I thought, if there was one thing that would really make my life better...
This burrito is awful.
First, I
It's
thought
so mushy. I'm better than this. I should have just put it in the oven, but who's waiting 40 minutes when you can microwave in 3?
Also, I kind of feel that a little bit. Like, there's some bits where I'm just like, why am I gonna, like, I understand putting bacon in the oven will crispify, like, all of it. Will crispify all of it and make it very crispy, yummy, and delicious. But I'd rather just put it in a pan and cook it that way because it'll take less time. But I learned that an air fryer will do the same thing an oven does for half of that time. So I can put the bacon in there for like 10 to 15 minutes and it'll make it as crispy as in the oven. And I haven't really been cooking it on a pan since. So he needs an air fryer.
I'm starting to think I am not a great listener.
Yeah, so like again, it was set up at the beginning. Like this feels like something that he should have remembered.
Don't worry, I've got a rather inspired idea. First, we're gonna sneak.
Wonder whatever happened to the rest of that box of burritos. He wasn't so bad. You know what? If I just adjusted the microwave time,
And
It
that's
wouldn't.
the whole plan.
Adjusting the microwave time would not change it being like smooshy. Because like that's the whole thing of like how microwaves just kind of work, and like it's not gonna make it taste as good as if you threw an air fryer cooked on a microwave. It's not gonna do it. Didn't I have? I'm sorry, I'm looking at these pins. Didn't I have Zeus? I can't remember. Yeah, I should. I don't know where Hades and Persephone went.
One of the aides said you could use this for the Winter Wonderland.
A little.
Hell yeah, this is a little glitter, tinfoil, and it's Santa's sleigh.
Dear, but how do we feel about a Christmas lava? Okay, we can make this work. Ooh, maybe.
Why do I feel like the magician and this llama would work as an act?
Once Rudolph retired, a llama with a dream in her heart and something to prove stepped up to take his place.
You don't have to sell me on the story, but I do need this llama back by sunrise.
Deal. Go spread the.
I don't think. Why would you need a llama throughout the night? But yeah, it's slowly getting warmer and warmer. They try their best to get something for Molly. They have a whole Christmas song, and let's see. Actually, wait a minute. Did I miss the part where?
stickers.
Well, she loves him so much, she's got the complete entire collection of every sticker ever made.
Really?
Seriously? This is useless. Terrible advice, Jeff.
Now, but the soothing scent of eggnog.
Also, I guess now she's missing eggnog.
Stickers ease your gift anxiety. I've got one last idea for the perfect Molly gift. Dramatic tension. Make her something. I make all my Jeff's gifts.
See, when he said, I make all my Jeff's gifts, on Disney Plus, when you read it, he says Geoff, but he's actually referring to Jeff, his husband, who is Jeff. So, they messed up on the wrong Jeff.
That way?
But also they're paying attention, I guess, because they did spell Jeff, his name Jeff, in a way, I don't know.
They come from the heart.
Molly?
Also, give me a minute. I had to change the battery. But yeah, so they then have a whole, montage.
We would eat that up. Yes. Excuse me. We're gonna make her some.
They have a whole song and dance number. I just realized that this is probably how piñatas are made because they were doing paper mache, and Jeff was the quote-unquote balloon.
The balloon.
That actually looks pretty okay.
I might have come out too soon.
I just realized, so, I guess, I wonder if that's how balloons are made. Like, they fill it up with, a balloon to then shape it and then just pop the balloon after it solidifies. But Molly's plan's slowly going down when everything seems to be set up right, and...
We're just waiting for the snow!
Molly, it's not looking good, sweetie. And our families can't wait all night.
No. It's gonna snow. All you seniors are gonna get the beautiful winter wonderland you deserve.
Oh, you know why? The government controls it all. That's why.
We just have to wait a tiny bit longer.
God, I ran into someone like that once, waiting for a movie from Best Buy.
Well, I gotta tell you something about your gifts.
So, I originally saw the percentage thing, again, my thought process was, okay, even if it says 10%, technically speaking, it should be snowing. But they straight up went into negative 5%. I'm like, never mind. I'm pretty sure that straight up means there ain't gonna be no snow. It's gonna start raining fire like this says.
Oh, this is a disaster, Scratch.
But I also kind of called, like, almost immediately, like, what the his gift was gonna be. Scratch flies up, uses his ghost powers, and makes it snow. It makes me question then afterward.
Christmas, Mo.
It's snowing!
I guess technically he could have just froze this. He could have just started the snow. Because, as we then see here, he's a lot. He's still like, he's like almost every stuff like. Oh yeah, this is great. I love this.
This isn't a reindeer. Rigged!
You've never heard the story of Britta the Christmas llama? See, when Rudolph was forced to retire due to a devastating knee injury,
I love how he just named Rudolph right there. He's just like, a devastating knee injury. It's like, what?
Scratch! Best gift ever!
Santa's gifts are done. Now it's time.
They each get a gift, which it's just a shiny thing, so like we have no idea what's actually inside, but you know, it's whatever would be perfect. Also, apparently an ambassador is looking for it.
Called in every last favor you had for these.
Don't mention it. Seriously, don't mention this to anyone. If the ambassador finds out they're missing...
We don't need to hear anymore.
Okay, honey, I know we said no gift.
Gets her a paint set, and this is a really like... This joke would go... This joke.
Getting you something too.
She's like, I say that's a two money gift. She literally prepared if it was going to be expensive, okay, or cheap gift. That is kind of hilarious and also kind of messed up if you think about it. I mean, she got him a better gift, but doesn't want to give it to him because, yeah.
Plant one on the planter. Thanks, Sharon. And look at us, huh? We're on the exact same page.
Sure were.
Taha.
Scratch?
Oh yeah, I forgot they made a gingerbread of his house,
I hope you love this gift as much as I loved yours.
which is something that he was going to give her, except it only had 84 cents.
A Taco Tommy's gift card? It's the perfect gift.
Merry
It's the
Christmas,
perfect
everyone.
gift. I didn't realize this.
Yeah, Britta! Yeah!
And there's your obligatory Santa Claus flying overhead with his reindeer. Except it's this old man. Like that is one way, like that is definitely one way to. Also, isn't it sunrise at this point? That is definitely one way to do that, which is kind of funny. Again, there's some really smart jokes in this show. And then next is the perfect day, which is a New Year's episode. So I guess we're kind of in that. I'm 8 days late, at least when recording this. Fizz Wizard. But Molly pretty much wakes up expecting to have the perfect day.
Molly McGeeness.
Scratch, if you were paying attention to my little ditty, you'd know that it's New Year's Day. Ooh, do you want me to sing it again?
Please don't. I'm begging.
Why does she have like all of these black lines underneath? Anyways.
Why are you so excited about New Year's Day?
Like, I know there's only shadows, but I'm like...
January 1st, aka New Year's Day, sets the tone for the rest of the year. So with the stakes firmly established, I am going to have a perfect day! And a perfect Molly McGee day includes community, family,
I called the third one.
And leaving me completely out of it.
No! Friends!
So Molly tries to have the perfect day immediately.
Doesn't that sound...
Steps in cold water, which I ain't gonna lie, I would hate that. That's one thing in the winter cold days I do really hate is when when cold water gets in your boots or something like that and your socks are wet. It sucks.
Perfect.
Oh, that's gotta be a record for how fast a Molly Mcgee plan has gone off the rails.
Oh, Corn. Everyone knows a bad New Year's Day ruins a week, which ruins a month, which ruins a year, which ruins my entire life. That's just science.
It's not.
New year, new paperwork. Sign here.
What is it? It's sign here as a formality. Please sign here. Please sign here to acknowledge that you signed this. Please sign here because Prod said so.
Here, there, now initials.
It's over. Is there a way to hit restart?
Nope.
Again, I said it would come back. This is perfect. Like, that is perfect, especially because, oh wow, MeTV? What are they, setting up for when, years later, when this will appear on MeTV on regular show? That'd be really funny if the late years later that's a joke that happens. Check back with me in 20 years to find out if that Molly Mcgee appears up on MeTV, public access show, or public TV, MeTV.
Start?
Nope.
Actually, there is. As chairman, you have access to rare curses.
Rare curses?
Also, I'm kind of pissed that they waited until now to introduce this. Because, spoilers, I guess, for this, FYI, like, they bring up that, yes, Scratch now does have access to more rare curses. And we do know that, and so now we know that he could probably do some god-level shit if he wanted to. But that's not the thing. Because here's the thing again. We wasted so much damn time with the Chens and Ollie and all this stuff when you could have been focusing with Andrea, when you could have been focusing more with Libby. But also, another thing that we could have been seeing more of is Molly really wanting to get to know more about these curses. Because by the end, she, like literally by the end, right here. I'm just gonna be ahead a little, but I want to talk.
What do you say we take a look at those other rare curses? I'm thinking we try one where we turn all horses into unicorns.
Why would you do that?
Or all clouds into cotton candy. But then we would have to find a way to fix the clouds.
it's way
We
too
would probably need
complicated.
flying unicorn.
We could have had an entire season that revolved around Scratch being the chairman and Molly just wanting to have a ball with that idea and all these new curses that Scratch could do. We've gotten like a few curse episodes. Like I said, there's repeat episodes. I brought this up last episode. There are repeat episodes, kind of. Like, similar ideas, obviously. And I'm not saying anything was bad about the season that we've had. Except for the things I did say was bad about that. You know, Ollie and that relationship. Like, let me just... Okay, we'll get to that. But, like, pretty much... Molly... Let's see.
This allows you to turn back time and... Whoa!
Golly, look at that boy. He had to go. That guy had too much. What a shame. Come back soon. He can't hear me. I don't know what I'm saying.
Look in my eyes, Scratch. You're gonna give me that curse.
I love how insane Molly can get.
You never seen any movies or TV shows? This is going to end with us reliving the same day over and over and over again.
Nope, haven't seen him. Give me the goods, Ghosty.
At least Molly subverted the basic idea. Because it's the same thing with, like, zombie movies, where it's like, really? You're not going to aim for the head first when you know that when there's zombies around? You don't know what a zombie is, really? There's no movies in this universe that have that. Not only do they eventually do show that, yes, those movies do. This movie does. The Groundhog Day does exist in this universe, though it's like giant time rat movie. Like Smalley just hasn't watched it.
Can we start the
Hell, I don't even think I've watched. I might have watched it once, like a while ago. I just know Bill Murray.
Excuse. Be it bad luck, bad vibes, or bad weather. But if your day is not perfect, you'll be doomed to repeat it forever.
Great, sounds good. Love you. Restart.
Love you. I love them all. So then, obviously, it goes the whole thing where Molly's restarts the day and tries to have a better day than before.
Oh no. You're not getting me again.
Sorry, what was that? I had some slushy mud in my ear.
Ew.
Please, tell me you have a real plan this time.
You know I do, buddy. Taking
Wait a minute. They just they reversed her image on the shirt. Positivity, but it's backwards.
You
God
know
damn
I
it.
do, buddy. Taking Main Street, it's just too obvious. Why not take the path less traveled? To really see the community.
This is the community? There's only 3 people here.
One of them was raccoons in a trench coat? What gives? We're the only ones who showed up.
We can't play without another player to make it even. Be on our team, Molly.
Any other story, you would have Molly slowly learn to become better at ice skating each repeat.
I think I broke my arm.
Gonna reset again, aren't you?
Restart.
She resets every time. And, she decides, let's stick with family. Daryl has this infinite pancake maker.
That's why it was discontinued. It's weird. It doesn't have an off switch.
On, infinite. Couldn't you unplug it?
There's some real design flaws on this thing.
Or wouldn't it eventually run out of material? Or is this just an infinite pancake maker and therefore it is the solution to world hunger?
Okay, I know what you're thinking, but before you do anything rash, let's discuss this.
Restart.
Also, can I just say this right now? Again, just to repeat this. Molly is currently boyfriend-girlfriend with Ollie, as far as I believe, because there was a whole episode about it with a ghost baby. Again, they're now boyfriend-girlfriend. So, obviously, for the perfect day, she would want to spend time with...
Got this all wrong. I can't have a perfect day without Libby.
Again, her perfect day obviously can't be spent without being with...
Can't have a perfect day without Libby. Perfect day without Libby.
Need I say more?
Duh.
She then set her girlfriend's library on fire, but
We should probably reset this one.
Yeah.
And honestly, out of the 2 songs, this is probably my favorite one. I feel like they definitely put way more into this song than they did the last one. I'm pretty sure this is also like a quote-unquote parody of another song.
That's smarts.
Also, like, another good thing about this too, because again, this is a movie. This is a show that loves to. This is a show that loves to toe the line of dark humor. Again, last episode they bring up she's Molly's going to shoot herself across over Brighton without any safety. And Scratch said, and she said, I'm going to spread happiness across Brighton. And Scratch says, you're going to spread yourself across the concrete. Like, that's some dark imagery just thinking about it. Again, also, like, this is not a game. So in one of these timelines, Molly did something that kills Daryl, and then they had a funeral and buried his ass.
Tomorrow? Listen, you overgrown
Time loop rodent, Milbury.
rodent.
Right.
There's no tomorrow. Just today, over and over.
I'm gonna go make pancakes after this.
Probably you should have watched this before we did the curse.
I tried to warn you, but man, that groundhog is hilarious.
All right, let's go.
Oh, what the hell happened?
No.
Wait, what did they say?
No.
Full sensation. So pretty much restarts. Scratch is now sick of pancakes.
Do that positivity thing. Get out there and have your perfect day.
I ran out of positivity 50 restarts ago.
I love them all. I really do. Because she is a character who fluctuates between the purest, most positive person ever to the most depressed and the most, like, devastated character ever. And she just she's always flipping between those two things.
That's it. Well, all right. Here we are. Perfect day. Think of
And pretty much
Do this. Maybe today will finally be different. Or maybe I'll become one with this pothole. It's what the universe wants. Why fight it?
Scooch over.
Well, that hockey game was a bust. We need a new
and this was set up earlier.
story. What is that girl up to? Why is she in that pothole?
Nothing ever changes.
A local activist is staging some kind of sit-in to bring awareness to Brighton's much-needed changes. Isn't that right?
Well,
Also, another thing that I noticed, because this always annoyed me, and this is going to be a kind of a weird thing. One thing that always annoyed me in Death Note, stick with me. One weird thing that was weird in Death Note that I always thought of is, like, Shinigamis can only be seen by other Shinigamis and by those with, who have touched a Death Note or whatnot and can see Shinigamis. Which should then mean, if a Shinigami is put on front of a camera and you look at it through a camera, you should not be able to see it. Hell, if anything, you shouldn't be able to probably see it in a mirror. Because the mirror, as well as the camera, are not, touched a Death Note or whatever the hell it is. Like, so whatever light that comes off of the Shinigami that reaches your eyes should not be able to reach through to the camera. So, that being said, the one time that, I think it was Light, or was it Misa? I can't remember. Someone, was standing in front of the camera. I think it was Light and Ryuk. And then, I think L was looking through a camera and he sees Ryuk and he sees the Shinigami and stuff like that. That shouldn't have worked because the camera itself shouldn't be able to see it. In the sense, if you're looking through the lens of a camera, you're looking through a set of different eyes, pretty much. So, you shouldn't see. So, you don't see Scratch here. Because, yeah, that makes sense. The camera can't see it. They can't see it. Molly can.
What heart! What
Because, see, Scratch is still there.
inspiration! What a story! Local media outlets are
See, Molly's like, what the fuck? But yeah, so yeah, and again, also just to remember,
Pothole girl!
and just again, you see your friend.
He refuses to leave her post until Brighton makes some much-needed change.
Molly? Cannonball! Libby, what are you doing here? Get out before the pothole eats you too! Well, you looked cold and lonely, so I came to join you in the fight for a better Brighton.
Molly looked cold and lonely. And so Libby decided, I'm going to sit in this cold-ass water with you in wintertime. So that means this water's even colder. They're probably going to get sick. They're definitely like there's water like inside their pants and like boots and shoes and everything. Their socks are wet. It is awful. Some people say wet socks are the worst thing ever. But this girl will sit by and stand by Molly and join her in this. And join in with this. I'm sorry, sir. I don't think Ollie is the one Molly loves, and I don't think Libby likes anyone else.
We want to help too.
This thing keeps spitting out pancakes. So many pancakes.
Maybe we could sell them out to help raise money to fix the pothole.
Well, you looky here. You got your friend, you got your family. All we're missing is...
I love it. I love the point because he knew immediately that was coming. So community gets together. They have the ice rink thing. They sell pancakes. She becomes pothole girl. Wait, are they selling pancakes in front of a pancake house? Swedish pancake house. Yep.
Good news.
Andrea's here.
We not only raised enough money to fix the pothole, but 12 others down the street.
If you say the perfect day was here all along,
The perfect day was here all along!
Sometimes you make it very hard to like you.
So let's just also reset this real quick. Molly's perfect day has Libby, Andrea, her family, everyone in the community. But by golly gee, where the hell are the Chens? Do you see the Chens? Point out if you see the Chens. Alright, now, in this perfect day, point out where Molly brings up the Chens and her boyfriend, Ollie. Now, point out the one girl she did say was gonna be that would make her day perfect. By God, I don't know, I can't, I feel like the creator of Molly Mcgee. I don't know, there's multiple, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but I feel like maybe after the Owl House, or you know what, it could also be because this guy just, I feel like after the Owl House, Disney probably said, we have to have one, after the Owl House having lose restraint, have a girlfriend and all that stuff, and then also having Sasha be bi, and maybe there's kind of a thing with her, Marcy and Sasha, and with that whole thing going on, we have to have a main character who is just straight. So Molly Mcgee, you have to have that boyfriend. We have to make sure. And I feel like the writers went okay, I guess this is mandate and it's mandating. All right, you're making us do this. All right, fine. We will have specific episodes with Ollie, specific episodes with the Chens, and do not a damn thing with them. Because that's, I honestly think the worst episodes were the ones with Ollie in it. Because again, what was the point of that? Libby and Molly and Andrea, like, working off of each other. Those episodes work so much better. Even Andrea, who is random as shit. And I mean that in the sense of she's the rich, snobby, mean girl in the beginning. But then we find out she's like in like every club. She has interests in multiple different things. She eventually wants to break away from that stereotype of being the mean girl. And, you know, she needs help with Molly. And then she even like has people come together to help Molly and her family together. Like, by God, there is so much there of different types of stories and different types of avenues you can go with that. All the episodes are literally all just Molly and Ollie sharing, like, being the same person and dealing with, like, the only time that I felt that, again, that Ollie worked was the video ghost episode, because Ollie had, like, this idea of, like, he was he's trying to redeem himself from being a ghost hunter, and he feels bad. And, like, honestly, making him a bit sadder probably would at least add a bit more dynamic to it, where maybe, like, while Molly shows how happy ghosts are and all this stuff, it just makes Ollie more sad that he's wasted some of his life, and, like, he, like, was spending so long thinking ghosts were evil and stuff, that it just went down, that, like, it made him much sadder and sadder and sadder. Like, I feel like you could do something there. Hell, you maybe team him up with Jinx. I know Jinx is like the end all bad guy, but team up with Jinx or something. And, like, he thinks, like, you know, Molly says, you know, all ghosts are good. And then it turns out Jinx isn't good, but, you know, Ollie is working on the idea, well, you know, Jinx has to be a good guy, right? She's a ghost. Like, I don't know. I think it would work so much better. Anyways, with that being said, Molly has her perfect day. It is the day after.
You make it very hard to like you.
It's because he loves her.
Oh. Good morning, good morning. It's the day after New Year's. Good morning.
Oh, no, not again. Wait, your ditty sounded different. What did you just say?
It's January 2nd. The time loop curse is broken!
Molly, do you see this? It's not a pancake! We're free!
So, what do you say we take a look at those other rare curses?
In this! Because here's the thing. Like, maybe they were saying it for season 3, I guess? I don't know. All I know is, and here's the thing. A ghost hunters isn't a bad idea for this show. Especially if you want to do a mirror character. Because again, I bring this up all the damn time. Mirror characters are I really like mirror characters. Whether it be Ben 10 and Kevin in the original series, even down to the reboot series, which is probably why that Kevin is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite version of Kevin. Because he is a mirror image of Ben. Down to the point where, you know, Ben has a loving family. Loving family together, stuff like that, where Kevin doesn't. But then, like, you know, you want to see Kevin join in with Ben, eventually, like, fill that role and become, like, his whole big brother kind of scenario. Like, Owl House. No shit, I'm going to bring that show up. You have a few mirror characters. Obviously, Luz, but you also have Hunter, who's kind of an opposite of Luz, where Luz is adopted by Ida and learns, you know, to be yourself and, you know, don't let anyone tell you otherwise and all, you know, still be a good person. Don't hurt other people, obviously, in that sense. Bellows taught Hunter the opposite, where also Luz and Hunter being both witches that can't use magic. Usually, you can't use magic naturally. Hunter is taught by Bellows to, you know, hold yourself together, like, push back who you truly are. Only listen to me, only do what I say. And, you know, like, where Luz is taught freedom, Hunter is taught, like, restriction. Fall in line. you have some. You could have stuff with Luz and V also, where one needs freedom, the other one needs more order, kind of thing going on. They're like Luz and Amity could also be a similar sense, where yes, I love Camilla now, but even so, like if you look back, kind of on even like Ida and what Amity in a sense is also a version kind of similar to Hunter in a sense, a little bit slightly, where it's like, Luz's mom Luz was allowed to be pretty much herself throughout her life, and only now would her mom kind of want to restrict her by sending her to the camp, where Amity's one is like, if it kind of happened a lot earlier and like just had that restriction throughout most of her life. And then, there's a bunch of them you could go in there with. Luz and Ida that well, Ida. Luz and Ida also work as like almost exact mirrors to each other. They're both that's the thing too. That's the thing too. Luz and Ida pretty much like that's mother and daughter, FYI. But those two show off of each other very much. Like the idea that both of them are free thinking like witches who don't fit in with normal. They don't fit in with their place. They don't fit in with where they come from, and they're kind of seen as outcasts. But they're outcasts together. One in the witch world, one in the human world. But even then, you also see slightly different things, like Luz wanting to go to Hexside, where Ida was like, "No, don't do it." So there's still differences between them. Ollie doesn't have that. I'm looping back in. Ollie doesn't have that, and it annoys the hell out of me because you just need to be slightly enough different to have, a back and forth. And, Luz obviously teaches, and, because, again, that difference, even if they're mirror characters, that slight difference changes them. Where Luz slightly wants to go to Hexside. So Ida, even though she's completely against school and all that other stuff, she will indulge in it, at least to let her daughter go to the school. Will do things that are against her usual character because she wants to help her daughter. It works. Ollie doesn't have that. But hell, Libby will jump in a cult. Libby, who's wasn't she afraid of being sick and all this stuff? She will jump in a cold ass water and everything to be with Molly. Even with her bad luck, she'll probably get pneumonia and die. I don't think she'll actually die, but you get what I'm saying. These two, there's that. Andrea, again, that slight Andrea's a way bigger difference, but those slight differences work off of each other and change them more. That works with this a lot. And again, you could have a mirror character. You could have that mirror character. A character who wants maybe to hunt down ghosts more and make it a more of a effective thing. But maybe that reason he wants to hunt down those is what divides Molly and Ollie from actually becoming a thing. Maybe, you don't just have Molly no, I'm not going to be with this race of my boyfriend against, my best friend. I don't know. You could have a mirror character, but they have to be slightly different enough to then add the difference to it. I don't think making Ollie a ghost hunter, making Ollie a ghost hunter probably kind of worked, but afterward it kind of just pattered off. And they kind of just, I don't know, it was, maybe it's because they were giving Ollie stuff to do without ghosts in it, where I don't think Ollie works in that scenario. And we needed more Ollie dealing with ghost things, probably. I don't know. But that being said, all that stuff, I'm pretty sure I went off on a big, massive tangent. Molly being excited.
So, what do you say we take a look at those other rare curses?
Molly being excited about different curses. Because again, how cool would it have been if this was the beginning of the season, not the near end of the show? That Molly's like, yeah, let's, we have our fun town episode. Yay, her hanging out with Andrea and Libby and all that stuff. Maybe do some random, angry ghosts here and there. But then Molly's just like, so let's deal with some rare curse and just warp reality for an episode. Like, I feel like they could do so much more, especially with these godlike powers that Scratch has. They could go all out crazy with some of these stories. Also, I'm keeping all that in mind for Vicky Magoo. Who is that? Don't worry about it. But yeah, like there's so much more you could do here, and I honestly think they could be great. Like, yeah, let's have an episode where they just make Unicorn Pegasi with cotton candy. Let Molly have access to that book, turn ghost white, and just start messing around with different curses. I don't know. These episodes were fun, don't get me wrong. And again, like, perfect day is being with Libby, just saying. The Christmas episode was great. The song was alright. I love the, is there a way to hit restart? Like, that's a really good callback. But, yeah, as soon as I saw this, I was like, God damn it, you could 100% make that an entire season be amazing. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Which videos that I've done. Links are on my face. Come to the next part of your videos. Hopefully enjoy this. Please tell me I recorded this. Okay, good. Please tell me this is still recorded. Good. You don't know how many times I've messed up a video like that, where like either my voice was recording, or the video wasn't recording, or this was just messed, or this camera just shuts off, and then I have to restart because whatever. But yeah, I want to see. I hope that the Ghost of Molly Mcgee doesn't end with the episode coming up soon. You know, it seems like it does seem very finale from what I'm hearing about it. I hope maybe we'll get a season 3. Maybe we'll get a revival. Hell, just, you know what? Do a Hilda. Even though Hilda ended off with an actual season. But do a Hilda. Give us a movie. Or shit, do an Adventure Time and just give us, like, some small, like, 40, 50-minute episode kind of thing. Like the Adventure Time Distant Lands one. Like, I feel like Molly Mcgee honestly probably could fill that void. Could do something like that. I don't know. But tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching your videos. Her shirt is now upside down? No, it's right side up, I think. I don't know. But thanks for watching your videos, and we will see you later. The Ghost and Molly Mcgee. The Ghost and Vicky Magoo. Duh.